Well, hello there, friends. It's Lynn with the Health and Fitness Motivation Podcast. And today we're going to go through the high level 101 question of exercise and weight loss. Yes. And even as I sit here thinking about answering this question for you about the correlation or causation or connection between exercise and weight loss, I find myself slumping over and breathing in, thinking, again? Really, people? Again? Not you people, the fitness industry people. So here's the one-on-one around exercise and weight loss. The question we're really looking to answer is that question that keeps coming up over and over again with diet industries, diet fads, diet culture, all of that, and causing people to feel like they're not good enough unless they fit a very, very specific physique or style. And so a lot of times individuals will get into exercise purely as the only motivator is weight loss. And really it's a legit question to ask, how much will exercise help me and weight loss? So here's the high level 101. So the concept of calories in, calories out. If you've not listened to that episode before of mine, go back, search calories in, calories out. It's there. Though technically correct, is fraught with all kinds of complexities and errors and things that make it so you can't just make a pronouncement. There is no silver bullet, folks. There is no one size fits all solution. There is no do this and voila, magically, you will look like the person in the magazine. Partly because the person in the magazine doesn't even look like the person in the magazine because of what? Photoshopping. Yeah. Okay. So we've established that. But let's just give you a couple things to think about that'll help inspire you, okay? Exercising, movement of any kind of our bodies, it becomes energy for us. When you move your body adapts and your body's like, oh, I'm going to be more energetic here. I've got more energy because I'm moving my body more. It's kind of a magical thing that happens with exercise. So if you're moving your body more all the time and you have more energy all the time, you are essentially expending more energy, which could theoretically cause a shift in the calorie expenditure, the energy expenditure of your body, which could contribute to a dip in the scale. But even the most elite athletes, no, that's not true. You just can't, that concept of you can't out-exercise a bad diet, it's really true. Really, really true. In fact, you can very, very easily, let me just pause and go back onto number 2. Exercise, weight-bearing exercise, builds up more muscle mass. So one of the things is if you build more muscle mass, then muscle burns more energy than other tissues in your body. Not just fat, but just think of your whole body as a unit. That is true, but the research that we have today has really showing that although that is true, that you don't necessarily burn that much more calories, that you can build a bunch of muscle and then lay on a beach for a week and still continue to, burn tons of calories. It doesn't really work that way. But that weight-bearing exercise, your weights, your yoga, your anything that puts a load on the muscles and a load on the bones, that will in turn give you more energy. It will make you stronger. So normal tasks of lifting things, picking up grocery bags, doing laundry, making your bed in the morning, brushing your teeth, all of that becomes easier. It feels easier to you because your body in and itself is stronger. So your body is actually able to do more, which essentially burns more calories. And as you know, I get a little twitchy around even saying the word calories because it's more complex than that, but it's a piece of it. And so muscle mass is something that's a good thing to have on you for a lot of reasons. It also helps prevent injury, because if you go out and exercise and you get injured and then you end up on the couch and then you end up depressed because you're even worse shape because you got injured because you were trying to get in good shape, like that's just a really awful cycle to be in. That's another reason why that weight-bearing exercise becomes important, is because then you are less likely to be injury prone. You've got that muscle mass to that muscle tone to help protect, especially your shoulders, your ankles, your elbows, all your back, your lower back, all of that. So does it help with weight loss in that way? Slightly, a little bit, yes. Exercise, if you are exercising, if you have more energy to move more during the day, you're essentially swapping out sedentary time you would be on the couch or sleeping or doing nothing, or with time that has more energy, time when you're actually doing more things, sitting up taller, doing more around the house, taking less breaks. So that does relate to it. So it's complicated. And right now you're probably thinking, okay, what do I do with all this? What do I do with all this? And especially if I've got chronic illnesses that are really, really like throwing me back and making this whole exercise thing incredibly hard. Here's what I want you to know. Exercise of any form that's injury-free is always good. Let me say that again. Exercise of any form, any kind. If you do it in a way that's injury-free, it's always good. And I know that's hard with my chronic illness friends. You have to experiment and you have to just give it a try and say, well, I've tried this 12 times before. Maybe try it one more time and say, okay, I'm going to try to do this exercise, see how my body responds. And then I'm going to adjust it up or down depending on where my body is, because your body wants to move. You know this. Your body wants to be active. So you've got to just keep trying and just keep moving as much as you can. And eventually you will get there and your body will adapt. Our body adapts to what we give it, which is our episode tomorrow. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that and how our body adapts and how it actually becomes stronger because of all this exercise. So my friends, does exercise and weight loss have a one-to-one direct correlation? Not as much as we'd like to think so. But is it a valuable tool that can help in that realm? Yes. Is it a valuable tool that's critical for our life and our wellness and our mental health? Abso-freaking-lutely yes. So in the end, same answer as always. Exercise is always good. Have you checked out the new Couch to Active app? Head on over to our homepage, couchtoactive.com. Get that Wix apps downloaded right now because we've got free resources that are there and nowhere else. That's couchtoactive.com.